Good evening, everybody, and welcome to Manning Field for State Tournament Division III Boys Soccer. St. Mary's taking on Holliston. Holliston is the number 10 seed in Division III. St. Mary's number 7. St. Mary's 13-2-4. Holliston 10-6-3. St. Mary's in the middle of a 13-game streak where they haven't been beaten. They've got a couple of ties, but they haven't lost in their last 13 games. And Sean Lavasser will be looking for his 11th shutout of the season. He got a shutout as he defeated Medway in the opening round. Holliston defeated Greater Lowell 2-0 in their first game. So both teams looking to move on. The winner will keep going. The loser will get set for hockey, basketball, track, seniors preparing for college, maybe getting a job, because the season will be over, soccer-wise, for the loser of this. Holliston in the white, St. Mary's in the blue. I mentioned Sean Lavasser in net for St. Mary's. Luke McHugh is in net for Holliston. Jay Dupuis, the head guy for Holliston. Dan Garcia, his first year at St. Mary's, and all he's done is lost only 4 games. He's 13 wins and 2 ties in his first year. And 2 of the wins came in the Lynn City tournament. His first 2 games coaching. Great way to start the career. Win your first 2 games, and not only win the first 2 games, but win the Lynn City tournament, your first ever Lynn City tournament. He's doing an outstanding job. Terrific young man. Ably assisted by David Ford and Luigi Spinazzola. So this is the Tri-Valley League against the Catholic Central League. Knocked out by Holliston. Pretty good little crowd for 1 o'clock on a Saturday afternoon. Unless lightning strikes, this will be the last soccer game here at Manning Field. Although I have to add, the paper hasn't had it really, whether it's the opening round, Sweet 16, Elite 8, Final 4. So if the winner of this goes to the Sweet 16, St. Mary's, if they win, could get another home game. Because they're ranked number 7, as I mentioned. So they would be in the top 8, which would give them a home game in the playoff of the Sweet 16. But we got to get through that first. I was going to say I kind of got away with a little bit of a nudge, but he didn't. They got him, put a little poke check. Holliston will get the free kick from just inside the 50-yard line. There may be a few more football games next week, because unfortunately, all of the Lynn teams that made it to the tournament were eliminated. Kip, English, St. Mary's, Tech, all lost. Classical was playing against Wakefield. The shot taken, saved by Lavasser. Good hard shot from right around the 10-yard line. Put it right on the money. Lavasser got a good look at it, clean look at it, able to make the save. I think it was either Gabriel Rocha or Nicholas Martins. Hard to pick up whether it was 16 or 18, the number, getting the shot. Holliston will get the throw in from right in front of their own bench. Akandi knocks it out. So next week, it could be some non-tournament football games, which will finish up the season prior to Thanksgiving. Everybody plays 11 games. 10 of them just before Thanksgiving. Classical with an away game at Wakefield with a out-of-tournament game could get a home game. And any one of English, St. Mary's, Tech, or Kip could get a home game. Kip might be on the road because they played at home in their game. English, Tech, St. Mary's could be home. St. Mary's has got Anthony Gomez back. He's missed the last couple of games with an injury. So that's a plus for the Spartans. St. Mary's got knocked down, and they're calling it against St. Mary's. Holliston will get the free kick. Holliston has kind of had the better of it so far. St. Mary's hasn't really had it in the Holliston end. And Lavasser had to make one save. McHugh hasn't seen anything yet. The ball went out before he kicked it up. And last game, we only had 2 officials. I was kind of surprised. I thought tournament time would have 3. But now McHugh gets to handle it. But it was just a bouncing ball kick from long range. Now we have the 3 officials. The 2 gentlemen with their flags on the side. And the other official in the middle. Holliston right back in the St. Mary's end. Deep to the near side. And he kick it out off St. Mary's. They knocked it out off Fost, I believe. Throw in. Got it close to the net. And he called, I don't know if they called anybody offside, or if when it bounced, it hit somebody in the hand. But Lavasser's going to get to kick it away. And he line drives it to midfield. Went off Martins. They knock it deep. Kemich. And that was Tarek Kemich trying to get it to Mady Kemich. Aaron knocks it upfield. Knocked away by Cornelio. And now it goes off the foot of Corden. And Faust will put it in play. Trying to knock it deep. Defense for Holliston picks it off and knocks it back. Perez with it. Gives it to Faust, and it skipped right over his foot, out of play. Cornelio will put it in play. And we got a flag and a call in contact against Marin. And Holliston's going to get a free kick. I think it's going to be Cam Rafael. Hard to pick up their numbers. Blocked out in front. And they're going to get St. Mary's for a little hip check. Or arm check off Mady Kemich. Another free kick. Almost dead center from just outside the 30-yard line. I think this is Corden. Drilled it way left and way out of play. Hard to read the clock. We played just a little more than 10 minutes in this first period. No score. Holliston and St. Mary's, we're going to get a timeout. They come out of the timeout. St. Mary's trying to get something going. They haven't really got anything going offensively yet. Bright sunny day, big blue skies. Little wisp of clouds way over to the left, but right over the ballpark, nothing but blue skies, sunshine. But it's cool. It's not in the 70s like it's been. Holliston got there and gets a shot off. It was going to go wide. It was going to go off the side of the net, but Lavassa dove and made the save. Officials are talking about something. I think it was Andrew Grandforce who hustled and got that ball and cut the kick away. It's been all Holliston in the St. Mary's end. While I'm at it, I said St. Mary's is back with Gomez. They're missing a big part of St. Mary's, and that's Dave Giarrusso. He's a huge part of all the athletics at St. Mary's. He's usually here announcing and running the scoreboard in games like this and running the scoreboard all season long and working hard doing basketball and football and hockey and everything else. He's a huge part of St. Mary's athletics. He's having a hip surgery done. Thoughts and prayers go out to him and his family. We hope everything's going to be fine. He'll get back and quickly. He's missed being a big part of St. Mary's athletics. Battling going on, banging, and they call it against Gomez. They could have gone against anybody. Free kick coming up. Cornelio will take it from right around the 35-yard line from the near side. It went through. That was going to go in. Holliston tried to get a head on it. They missed it. It was going to go directly inside the near post, and Lavasser just got a piece of it. A great kick by Alejandro Cornelio. And that was ticketed, no question, going to go inside the far post. And Lavasser just got a piece of it. And Holliston knocks it deep. St. Mary's was trying to let it go out of play. And it finally got knocked out by Holliston. Substitution for both teams. Lavasser will get to kick it away. Off the head of Holliston. Everybody now, Holliston kicks it to the near side. Takes a high hop. St. Mary's gets a head on it. And it got knocked out. I think that was Escobar knocking it out. Gomez trying to track it down. And Gomez kicked it into the Holliston bench area. Faust kicks it upfield, headed back by Holliston. They kick it deep. That's the only way that McHugh has been in the game. Long range, bouncing, and hasn't stayed in the Holliston end very long. And here's Holliston knocking it right back to the St. Mary's end. With a rush, taking the shot, got a lot of foot in it. Knocked it up over everything. I think that was Owen Montalto. He's still shaking his head saying, what did I do? I got too much foot into that one. He made a great rush. St. Mary's knocks it deep. And Holliston knocking it upfield, knocked it out off Medi Kemich. Foss knocks it out. Hard to read the scoreboard with the sun shining so brightly right on the scoreboard. St. Mary's couldn't keep it in. Out off Kimmich. Holliston will get the throw in. Off the head of Faust, out of play. Throw in will move a little further down. And Cornelio will take it. Headed up. Holliston trying to center it. Knocked away by Woodworth. And then knocked out by Faust. The winner moves on. The loser packs up the soccer balls for the season. Trying a little behind the back action, trying to center it. Just deflected to the side of the net. And Lavaska kicks a high, booming kick off the head of Holliston. I felt that one. I don't know how you can get a headache after that. It goes out off Holliston. Off Ruffel. Or Ruffle. Contact against Holliston. St. Mary's will get their first free kick. St. Mary's had a tough time last week. They had one perfect free kick that was tipped in by Thomas Weber in the first half, and that was the game. They didn't get a lot of offense going. That went off the head of either Holliston or St. Mary's to the side of the net. McHugh grabbed it easily. And Holliston takes it right back to the St. Mary's end. Marin went down, no call. Off the head of Marin. Kemish got a piece. Marin had it taken away. Foul shot, pass blocked. Holliston keeping it in the St. Mary's end. Now it's knocked out by Akandi. St. Mary's breaks it up and knocks it out. Substitution for Holliston. Off Akandi's head into the Holliston bench area. Past the halfway mark of this first half, still no score. Holliston has dominated territorial-wise. A couple of shots they got on Lavassa were easy saves. They didn't challenge him at all. But St. Mary's just haven't been able to get anything going. Holliston again, we got St. Mary's playing down. And I mean down. Shot up over everything, way out of play. And St. Mary's player gets help from the official and gets up and walks gingerly to the sideline. It looks like he's okay. He's walking fairly well. If that's Gomez, he's just coming back from an injury. Lavassa will get to kick it away. Cummings couldn't keep it in off the pass from Fost. Cornelio again throwing it in. He boots it high and out of play. And that was Tarek Kemich knocking it out. Kemich again knocking it out. And once again, Cornelio will put it in play. And there's 3 strikes and you're out. Kemich again for the 3rd time knocks it out of play. So they keep moving the throw-in down a little bit deeper. Cornelio will do it again. Last time from here, he got it near the net. Off a Holliston head. Off another Holliston head. Popped up. Taken away by St. Mary's. They try to knock it deep. Broken up. Nice defense, nice reach. Ruffle. Or Rappel, I'll save it both ways. Hope I get it right once. Holliston keeps it alive. I kind of just trying to let it go out. And finally does. And Levasseur will get to kick it away. The one kick that Holliston got that was on net that Levasseur had to make a save on. It wasn't like a rocket, but he had to make the save on. The shot was by Daniel Burke. I think I said it was either Roca or Martins. I just read the number again. It was number 10. Again, the numbers are hard to pick off, especially we're 8 miles away. And that's really been it for Holliston. They've kept it in the St. Mary's end, but they haven't really challenged Levasseur at all. Great save, great defense by Woodworth. And Holliston was looking for a takedown. The player is still down. Late getting up, he's up. And Holliston was looking for a takedown. As they turned around to signal the official make the call, St. Mary's kicked it away. So they're not calling a lot. There have been a lot of free kicks. Perez kicks it away. Holliston right back at it. Akandi knocks it away. St. Mary's kicks it out. We'll have our first corner kick. Coming from the far side, Holliston will get it. Line drive, bounced off somebody, went from the far side to the near side. Holliston had a shot at it, and St. Mary's cleared it away, and now St. Mary's knocks it out. Holliston blocked St. Mary's. Holliston, nice slide takeaway. Shot from long range, easy pickings, bounced gingerly in to Lavasha. Knocking it deep. Holliston's going to let it go out of play. Holliston got knocked down. They were looking for a call. Holliston will get to kick it away. St. Mary's has not come close to Luke McHugh. They slice it away. Holliston gets a head on it and knocks it out off the head of Grand Force. St. Mary's gets knocked down. Marion got squashed between two, went down. Stayed down for a couple of seconds. He's back up. Woodworth will take the kick. This is almost where they scored from last week, the one goal they got. It was Woodworth knocking it right to the net. And this one goes by everybody. Nobody could get a piece of it. And Holliston will get to kick it away. So we still no score in this one. A defensive battle. Akandi heads it away. St. Mary's picks it off. Martin's with it. St. Mary's saved it. Trying to center it. It went right by. Martins was out in front. And it was just a little bit behind him. He couldn't get a foot on it. He was loose for a shot if he could get the ball. But it was behind him and it skipped, went out. Holliston will get the throw in. Solis looking for it. Marin gets it. Kemit's trying to get there. Gets around the defense, comes up with it. Still with it. Marin had it. And it went out off Marin. The way things are going, you look at this and say one goal could be mammoth. Marin gets a head on it, gets a foot on it. Kimmins gets a head on it. And it's going to go out of play. And St. Mary's is going to get their first corner kick. Chemist trying to get around. Marin punches it out in front, off the head. Akandi got a head on it, but tipped it off a Holliston player. That's the closest St. Mary's has come to the net. McHugh didn't have to make the save. But St. Mary's hasn't been that close until right now through this first half. Connie couldn't get a good head on it. He just kind of tipped it. When he tipped it off the Holliston player. And the throw goes out of play. Akandi will put it in play. St. Mary's picks up the loose ball. Marin, from long range, takes the shot, knocks it way wide, left and out of play. Faust will take the throw in. And gets knocked out by St. Mary's. Henry knocks it up, but before he knocked it up, it went out of play. Holliston will get the throw in down deep. It'll be Suhajta throwing it in. And that goes out off Grand Force. Foss will get the throw in. Trying to knock it deep. Cornelio got a head on it. And here's Woodworth knocking it away. And it's going to go out of play. Off Holliston. That, I have to correct myself. I said blue skies over everything, patch of white clouds off to the left. The patch of white clouds off to the left is smoke coming from the forest fire that's burning. There's fires burning everywhere, Lynn, Saugus, and that's smoke. And you can almost see brown, almost looks like fire, flame in that smoke. So it's not clouds. There's not a cloud in the sky. It's the smoke coming from the fire up at Lynn Woods. And we hope and pray that they'll get that under control and it's not going to affect anybody, whether it's Lynn or Saugus or anywhere else, California. Fires have been predominant. And it's scary to see all that, especially with the white smoke and then a little bit of brown involved, almost like it's burning up there as well. So we hope and pray everybody will be okay. Popped up in the air, and McHugh comes out past the goal line with medic chemists bearing down on him. he caught that high pop-up from Faust. And when they're down to the final 2 minutes and counting, the clock will be kept by the official now down on the field. Last few minutes, the St. Mary's picked up a little bit because during most of this first half, the ball was in the St. Mary's end. They picked it up a little bit. But neither goaltender has really been challenged. There was one save by Levasseur. I believe it was Cornelio that had the free kick, and he hit a rocket that was going in inside the far post. And at the last minute, Levasseur got a look at it and just reached out and got a piece of it and knocked it away. Holliston walking in. They take the shot. It goes wide left. Holliston player wound up flat on his face, and I think it wasn't that he was hurt. I think he was upset that he knocked it wide left. And he's still upset. I think that's Montalto. Again, hard to read the numbers. Levasseur boots it away, gets it past midfield, gets headed by Holliston even further. And they'll kick it out of play. Foss will get the throw in. Hustling with time winding down. It goes out. And it went out off default. And before Foss can put it in play, they blow the whistle. So, back and forth, neither goalie was tested. Levasseur made one big-time save off a free kick. McHugh came out, caught a high pop-up just ahead of Kimmich, who was looking to get a piece of it. And that's basically been it. Not many big-time chances for either team, especially St. Mary's. That high pop-up was just particularly a high pop-up. McHugh had a very easy first half. Levasseur made that one save. He had made one other on Dan Burke that was just a straight shot on net. So we start the game and we end the first half the same way. St. Mary's nothing, Holliston nothing with a half left. St. Mary's came that close. They hustled, they got it down deep, they threw it across, and it took too big a bounce. They couldn't, if the pass came directly, it was Solis who threw it out in front. It was either Marin or Gomez out in front. The ball bounced, and when it bounced, if it was right along the ground, he would have had a chance to maybe tip it home or redirect it. But because it was bouncing, he had to wait, try to get control of it. By that time, the defense had come over, and they couldn't get the shot off. But they were that close. That's the closest they've come to having a real good shot on net, but they didn't. But of course, they didn't get it. contact is going to be called against Holliston for wrapping up Solis. Woodworth knocks it deep. Akandi's going to get called for a takedown. Battling. Knocked down, I believe it was Granfos. It was actually Montalto he took down. And bodies go down. St. Mary's will get a free kick. Cameron's trying to squeeze between two defenders and keep hold of the ball. Finally knocked it out. Coming down the near side. And he's going to get taken down. Akandi reached for the ball, and all he got was the ankle of Brian Tabby or Tabe. They didn't call it. Akandi turned around like he was upset that he thought they called it. I can't believe they didn't call it. That was close to being a penalty kick. Akandi reached for the ball, got the ankle of Tabby, and he went sprawling. The ball went out, and he gave it to St. Mary's. Akandi knocked it away. Hustling to keep it in was Montalto. Woodworth picked off the pass. Solis kicks it deep. Marin tracks it down. Martin's with it. He has it taken away. Holliston on the fly coming down, still with it. Gets it out in front. They were trying a little give and go, but there was nobody going. They made a nice pass in the middle and went to give it away. The initial passer couldn't get around the defense, and the pass just went out of bounds. I think it was Burke they were trying to give it back to, and he got blocked off and couldn't get to the ball. Holliston got a head on it and knocked it out. Coming back again, they tip it to the middle. They get around. They couldn't get a good shot off. Perez got a piece of the shooter. I think that was Grand Force. And he got it on net. Lavassa had to make the save, but it wasn't a difficult shot because he couldn't get a lot on it because he was bumping into to the defender, trying to get the shot. You knock it deep upfield. That's Gomez trying to keep it alive. Weber got it to the middle. They try to give it back. Bodies go down. Holliston kicks it away. Marin's shot blocked. Holliston's defense, they'll kick it up and away. St. Mary's will get the throw in. Foss with the throw in. Perez gets a head on it, knocks it away. Faust knocked it loose. Holliston comes up with it. Nice little shift to get around. Akandi got a piece of the pass, broke it up. Solis came in from behind to break the play up. Now a little extracurricular activity afterwards. Free kick coming up. I think it's Cornelio going to take it almost dead center from the 30-yard line. And you got too much foot. Put it right dead center of the net, but way up over. Went through the uprights for a field goal, but it missed the net by quite a bit. And Levershire will kick it away. Trying to knock it deep. Good defense. Just blocked by Shuhaja. Shot blocked again. That might have been Woodhouse. Good defense by Holliston. Keeping the ball away from McHugh. Corner kick. We haven't had many. Holliston's had one. This is the second for St. Mary's. Coming from the near side. Mehdi Kemich. St. Mary's got a piece of it and couldn't deflect it. I think that was Marin. It went off Marin and deflected wide and went out. Off Holliston. St. Mary's going to get another corner kick, this time from the far side. They were going to tip it to Marin, and then Holliston come in and double team Marin, so Kimmins will take the kick. It's a ground ball that Holliston kicks away. Foss knocks it back. Kimmins with it. Trying to get around a few defenders, they just take it away. Maybe a little too much 1-on-3 that time by Kimmich. Bodies go down, they're going to call it against St. Mary's. I said it in the first half, I'll say it again. One goal could look like 6 or 7. in the way this game is going. Holliston couldn't keep it in. Foss will put it in play. Foss pops it up. Bicycle kick knocks it back. Weber knocks it forward. To the near side. And again, I got knocked out by St. Mary's. Solis and Akandi were double teaming Montalto. And it'll be Sahaja throwing it in after Holliston makes a substitution. And then moving him back, both officials directing him where to throw it from. Akandi got a head on it. Popped straight up in the air. Holliston got a head on it. Takes a big bounce. That was strange. I think it was Burke. It may have been Montalto who got a head on it. It popped straight up in the air. Lavassa looked like he was going to make an easy save. It took a big bounce and was going to go over the head. He had to reach up and just touch it with his hand and knocked it over the net. Holliston almost got an easy one. They kick a ground ball for the corner kick. And St. Mary's going to get called for a takedown. They took Montalto down. The kick will come from around the 15-yard line from an angle. Last time, that was strange. Big hop. Vass was there thinking, I'll just pick it off. And it almost bounced over his head. He had to reach up and get a piece and tip it over the net. They tried to knock it in front. Woodworth knocked it away. And Holliston going to get called for swinging and missing. They swung, I think it was default, whacked it with his hand to try and knock it away. And Lavassa knocks it deep. But I still go back to that high hop that looked so easy for the save. And it just bouncing over the head of Lavassa. And at the last second, he just reached up and got a hand on it and tipped it over the net and stopped it from going in. So it wasn't any line drive laser beam. It was just a little pop-up that almost gave Holliston the lead. Burke trying to center it, got blocked. Soul is trying to control, battling with Burke. And that's going to be called. Kempis with the hip check on Canelio. And Holliston will get another free kick from just about the 30-yard line. Right at the, now they're going to put it right at the 30-yard line. Cornelio will take the kick from a little bit of an angle. And they're going to move the St. Mary's picket fence back. They moved up, but it's got to be 10 yards. And it goes right by everybody. Nobody touched it. Everybody looking to get it. He pulled it wide left. St. Mary's trying to clear it. Holliston trying to get it to the net. Everybody missed it. It went out of play. And Levasseur will get to kick it away. And it goes out off Roble. It goes out off Solis. So Hodgdale's going to put it in play. Loose, trying to kick it. It got blocked. It was Tariq Kimmich with the block. Trying to knock it deep. Holliston knocks it back to the St. Mary's end. Nice sliding kick. Broke up the play of Condi. Burke knocked it ahead. Condi picked it off, cleared it away. Back checking by Martins helped break up the play. And it goes out of St. Mary's. And it was Cavalcanti with that back checking that broke up the play. Condi got a head on it and knocked it out. It'll be Suhaju again throwing it in. And again, Condi knocked it out, so the throwing keeps moving a little further downfield. He might be able to reach the net from here. It goes off ahead of Holliston. I think that was Montalto. Levasseur will get to kick it away. Holliston gets a head on it and they'll knock it out. Just past the halfway mark and counting of the second half, still no score. Pass goes through. And they're calling it off Holliston, I believe. Perez was blocking the would-be scorer away. Back upfield by Tariq Kimmich. Trying to knock it deep, getting there before Solis could get there was Woodhouse knocking it clear. Good defense by Holliston. Both defenses have played well. Pop straight up. Holliston heads it away. They collect. Looking to get it downfield. Akandi tried to pick it off, but he slipped, but he was able to get in front of it and knock it away. Hey, triple team. Grand Force as St. Mary's knocks it out. Headed away nicely. Woodworth with that nice defensive play. Holliston trying to get the shot. Down the far side, looking to center it. Woodworth took the would-be receiver out. Shot blocked by Woodworth. That was Burke with a rocket. And he was looking for inside the near post and he had a shot, but Woodworth took it away. It never got to Lavasser. Blocked again. That time it was by Weber. Solis finally knocks it away. Holliston takes it right back. Trying to take the shot. Grand Force chipped it high, wide, off to the far side and out of play. Just knocked away. That was Cavalcanti trying to get around. Akandi takes it away. Holliston gets it back. They knock it deep again. They knock it by. And just getting there, Woodworth again. The young freshman's playing extremely well defensively. And again, it's a very scary thing to see that smoke. And it's an awful lot of smoke. That's got to be affecting a lot of people in neighborhoods. Keep your windows closed. A lot of neighborhoods must be just filled with smoke. Defensively again there. Holliston will get the throw in. That was Cornelio hustling back with that big defensive play. Holliston relentless to keep getting it back deep in the St. Mary's end. Perez with a nice sliding play, and then Holliston knocked it out. Good defense. Santiago Gil Perez, he's only a sophomore. They got Foster, sophomore, Perez, a sophomore, Woodworth, a freshman, back there playing defense with Akandi, who's a senior. Up front, they have Marin, and Martins, who are both freshmen. It's a young team. Along with the new freshman coach, Dan Garcia. Sol is trying to keep it alive. Marin back to Rick Kimmich. Looking for Mehdi Kimmich. Gets by one. Still going. Trying to center it. Couldn't get a lot on it. It was easily handled by the defensive Holliston, knocked away. Long lead pass coming down. Akandi with the knockdown. He took Grandforce down, and I think everybody held their breath thinking that might be a penalty kick because he was definitely in the zone and didn't call anything. Holliston coach not happy there. Coming from behind, Akandi took Grandforce down, and it was in the zone. Could easily have been a penalty kick. Holliston knocks it away from Solis, and then Woodhouse knocks it out. And that smoke is now floating around and blocking the sun a little bit, so not as sunny as it was here earlier on here at Manning Field. Holliston was hoping they got the call, and they did. Suhaji was pointing, and he clapped when the official said, kick away. Now the sun comes out bright again. But it truly is a scary thing. Looking at that, and now the totally white smoke is now not white anymore. It's brownish. So it's spreading all kinds of stuff all over the area and all over the neighborhood. And thoughts and prayers go out to those people in that neighborhood being affected by all of these horrible fires up in Lynn Woods and Saugus end of Lynn Woods. It's a horrible time. God bless them all. Woodworth will take the kick. 10 minutes and counting in this scoreless battle. 10 minutes left in regulation. St. Mary's knocks it up. Clemens kept it in, but Holliston took it away. Akandi tips it up. Holliston lets it go out of play. If memory serves me correctly, if this ends up 0-0, it could be a couple of 10-minute overtimes before we get to a shootout. Because if I remember correctly, there was a tournament game recently that they went to a shootout and the team won the game. And they called, referees got together and said, no, there has to be a 10-minute overtime or two. before the shootout. They had to go back and play, and he finished the game up. So now with just under 8 minutes left in regulation, 0-0, we're going to time out St. Mary's and Holliston. So time winding down in regulation, still no score. And it really has not been that one shot by Alejandro Cornelio, a free kick from the 30-yard line. He rifled it. It went by everybody, and at the last second, it was going in the far post from the near side, and Lavassa just reached out and got a piece of it and knocked it away. And that's been the best chance for either team. Holliston had a couple of shots. One shot that Burke made early on, it was a good shot, dead center, but didn't have a lot on it. Lavassa got a good look on it and made the easy play. And St. Mary's had one little pop-up. The one tester that McHugh had, he had to come out and get it with Kimmich, Mady Kimmich, bearing down on him. And he caught it just before Kimmich was able to get a piece of it. But that was out near the goal, and it wasn't really near the net. And in the second half, there's Lavassa going out. And I thought the official was coming in and pointing. I thought they were going to call St. Mary's for a takedown, which definitely would have been a penalty kick. But they didn't. And Lavassa kicks it away. He came out very quickly and caught that throw. Now he's going to come out, field that ball that could kick way wide left. McHugh will get to kick it away. Hasn't done this much, if at all. Tabby had it and lost it. And they combined on Solis, and they call it off Solis. And then Solis reaches for the ball. and then he took Grandforce down and went to give him the ball back. He threw the ball and hit Bobus up around the head. Didn't throw it, he kind of just dropped it. But that, not very sportsmanlike. Cornelio will take the kick again from the 35 at an angle, and we're down to the last 5 minutes, and the clock will be kept by the official on the field. Cornelio knocks it up right to the net. Lavassa comes out and picks it off. Good kick by Alejandro Cornelio, but Lavassa was able to come out and catch it. Kimmich, again, maybe a little too much 1 on 3 or 4. Akandi trying to take it away, knocked it out. Tabby knocks it to the middle. Foss is there to knock it away and out of play. I said a long time ago, 1 goal would seem like a million in this game. Certainly does now with time winding down 0-0 in this Division III game. Popped up and it gets knocked away. And Burke with a little bit of contact. Solis couldn't get to it. They're calling it off St. Mary's. And Suhaja again will throw it in. Headed away by St. Mary's. We're going to get a timeout before Holliston gets their corner kick. Time winding down. We're in the closing moments of this Division III interleague battle. No score between Holliston and St. Mary's. We're putting the camera on the ball boy right there, standing with the ball in his hand. That's the athletic director, Mr. Newton. Of course, it's not. That's Jeff Newhall, the athletic director, and he's doing double duty. He's acting as a ball boy. From long range, wide left, off the foot of Grand Force. They've got a few of those. St. Mary's hasn't had that many. Not many opportunities at all for St. Mary's. So I was correct. There are, that goes off Holliston. There will be 2 10-minute overtimes. And if it's still 0-0, then we'll go to a shootout. And when I mentioned that they went to a shootout first, and then the officials realized they had to play another second overtime, they went back to playing the second overtime. The team that actually won it in the shootout won it in the second overtime, scoring very early. So it turned out well anyway for the team that won it. But they were worried about having to go back after having won it and celebrated, having had to go back and play another overtime. But it's amazing that they didn't realize until after the shootout occurred that they had to play another 10-minute overtime. Corner kick coming from the far side with time winding down. They kick another ground ball. St. Mary's Tarek Kemich kicks it away. Last few minutes, St. Mary's has not been close. They haven't had the ball a lot, if at all, in the Holliston end, and now St. Mary's will get a free kick. Everybody trying to hustle. With the clock winding down, St. Mary's player gets up. The Lasher is coming to take the kick. Just inside the 40-yard line. Headed away by Holliston. And they blow the whistle, and that's going to be it. So still nothing to choose between these two Division III tournament enemies. Started even. We played 80 minutes. and we're still even, and we're going to have to go to a 10-minute overtime, possibly 2, before we get to a shootout to decide who moves on. So, end of regulation, no score, St. Mary's and Holliston. So here we go. We'll start the first overtime. St. Mary's has been back on their heels. They hadn't had the ball in the Holliston end that much. And when they have, they haven't got hardly any. They haven't really had a good shot the entire game. Luke McHugh in net has been very quiet. The closest they come to scoring was a high pop-up on a free kick that McHugh came out right about the goal line, a little bit further out, and caught the pop-up right in his midsection with Matey Kimmich a step or 2 away from maybe getting a piece of it. That's as close as St. Mary's has come. And Holliston hasn't been much better. They've got a few shots that Levasseur had to make saves on, but not great saves. One big-time save on that shot by Cornelio way back in the first half off the free kick that Levasseur at the last second just got a look at and was able to reach and get a piece of it and knock it out. It was going in inside the far post. But that's been it. Akandi tried to kick it upfield. He shanked it, knocked it out. Holliston, we get the throw in. Strange coincidence I just noticed. Sean Levasseur is the goaltender for St. Mary's. One of the coaches for Holliston is James Levasseur. I don't think there's a family connection. They let it go. They almost waited too long. Brian Tabby almost got to it. Foss will knock it deep. Holliston got a piece. St. Mary's was going to get it, and they slipped and fell and went down. Nobody touched him. He was all by himself. And it looked like when he turned, that he turned the ankle or a foot. He was by himself looking to get that long pass. And when he went to go get it, he just kind of turned or turned the wrong way on the turf. He just went down. I certainly hope he's going to be all right. One of the gentlemen picked him up and is carrying him back to the St. Mary's bench. They gingerly helped him off the field. And just a strange happening. There was nobody anywhere near him. And he turned the wrong way. I don't know if he just turned his ankle. Hopefully it wasn't anything really serious, but he went down. They helped him off, and they actually carried him. Zoom in and get the number. He's sitting down. We're in the middle of first overtime. No score. St. Mary's just hasn't done anything offensively. Holliston has kept the ball in their end the vast majority of time. But they haven't had any big opportunities either. Sliding and knocking it away nicely was Sahaja. And it goes out off St. Mary's. He's sitting on the yellow bucket.
Sitting on the yellow bucket. Okay. Oh, yeah, right here. Nine.
Justin Cavalcanti is the St. Mary's player that went down. They're working on him over in the sideline. We hope he's going to be okay. Young sophomore. St. Mary's gets a corner kick because we're halfway through and counting this first overtime. Kick goes by everybody. Akandi tried to center it back, didn't get a lot on it. And Tabby will bring it upfield. And Holliston blocked by Fondy. Woodworth knocks it upfield. Burke knocks it away. Tabby had it taken away. Holliston trying to make a move. Akandi wouldn't let Grand Force get by him, and he knocked it out of play. And they get the ball from the ball boy, Jeff Newhall, the athletic director. Skips by everybody. The throw-in from Suhaja. Avasha will kick it away. Off the head of Marin. Solis had it. Holliston took it back. Faust broke it up. Holliston takes it right back into St. Mary's end. Broken up nicely by Solis. Weber, pass, picked off. Bodies go down everywhere. Nice little shift. Tabby gave it back. And there's Woodworth making another nice defensive play. And there's Woodworth again. Skips past. Kimmich with a break. Gets it to the middle. Still with it. Trying to get it by the defense. They couldn't do it. It got knocked away. I believe it was default. Final 2 minutes in counting of this first overtime. They knock it very deep, and Lavasser will come out and pick it off. Gives it to Faust. Booting it deep. And I think it was Woodhouse knocking it into the Holliston bench. Might have been Cornelio. And we get the St. Mary's player down right in front of the Holliston bench. I didn't notice that because there's a crowd over there, but the St. Mary's player was down right at the Holliston bench. Time winding down in his first overtime. Our first overtime game of the year. Of course, they don't play overtime during the regular season, except in the city tournament. Mary's player is up, gingerly walking back to the St. Mary's bench. That might be Marin. So it's a free kick for St. Mary's now coming from right in front of the Holliston bench. Woodward gets it up. Holliston got a head on it. Akandi got a head on it, but couldn't get a lot. Just kind of tipped it, and it popped right into the lap of McHugh. Good bid by Akandi. He just couldn't get a lot on it. Now Akandi takes Burke down and helps him up. Good sportsmanship by Hakeem Akandi. A substitution for St. Mary's. That's Marin coming back. I'm glad to see he's okay. Weber kept it alive. Holliston picks it off. Back checking by Fondy, knocked it away. Woodworth knocking it deep, knocked it out. And they blow the whistle. That's going to do it for the first overtime. So still nothing to choose between these two teams. Holliston number 10, St. Mary's number 7 in Division 3. We played 80 minutes of regulation, 10 minutes of overtime. We'll have another 10-minute overtime before we get to a possible shootout. Still 0-0, St. Mary's and Holliston. Here we go with the second overtime. Holliston again, right back in the St. Mary's end. Holliston player just slipped and fell. He went down. And now he's down. And that just looked like a misstep. He's getting up. He seems to be okay. We're thankful for that. Lavasser will get to kick it away. So we played 90 minutes with nothing to show. From long range, Lavasha came out to get it. Luckily, the defense for St. Mary's knocked it away. Tabby and Lavasha came together. They both went down. The net was wide open, and the ball was in the air. And it was either Tarek Kemich or Perez who kicked it away. St. Mary's got a break there. Kicked away. Loose, kicked away again. Woodworth with a big play. The shot, great save by Lavasha. Outstanding save. Ball bouncing around. Nobody could get control of it. It finally popped out in front. I think it was Roble who drilled it, and Lavasha went as high as he could and just got a piece of it and knocked it over the net. Holliston almost ended it right there. Corner kick coming up. Big time save. Tip, knocked away. Off St. Mary's. Can't get any closer than that. Headed away by Perez. Knocked back. Tabby trying to settle it down. Holliston wanted the penalty kick. Tabby's still sitting down. He got hit. Lavasha came out to get the ball. He collided with Tabby. It was loose. Tabby couldn't get it. Lavasha couldn't get it. I think, again, might have been Woodworth or Tarek Kemich who kicked it out of harm's way. Another corner kick coming up from the near side. Holliston putting all kinds of pressure on St. Mary's. And I'm not sure what's happening here. The official is going over to the Holliston bench. He showed a yellow card to the Holliston bench. I'm not sure what that's all about. Took time out, walked all the way across, got within a voice length to Coach Dupuis and just raised the yellow card. Nobody went out. It wasn't to a player on the field. They kicked this one high over everything. It actually hit one of the goalposts behind the net, went out of play. So St. Mary's can finally get the ball out of harm's way with Lavasha kicking it away. We're halfway through and counting the second overtime. Kemich knocking it ahead, trying to go get it. Just kept it in, but Holliston came away with it. They knock it upfield. Nice job by Perez stepping in front of Montalto and knocking it out. Out off St. Mary's. Sahalja with the throw-in. Perez got a head on it, but they called contact against Holliston, and St. Mary's will get to kick it away. St. Mary's just trying to keep Holliston at bay. Maybe looking for a shootout. They bang it out off Medi Kimmich. Tausch broke it up. Marin knocks it to the far side. Good also by Woodworth to break up the play. Back checking by St. Mary's takes it away. And it gets knocked out by Holliston. And St. Mary's player is still down. Getting help by one of his teammates stretching that leg out. Still a lot of that smoke pouring out. Some of it's starting to come out over the ballpark. Just slightly over 2 minutes left in the second overtime. This player is still down. Getting helped up, and he's really favoring that right leg or right foot. They'll work on him on the sideline. Free kick coming up. Woodworth takes it. Holliston heads it away. Faust knocks it back. Fondy tried to keep it alive. Faust knocks it deep. Headed away by the defense. Headed away again. We're in the final 2 minutes of the second overtime. Kimmich is trying to squeeze through a couple of defenders. They're going to call Holliston for taking Tariq Kimmich down. St. Mary's will get the free kick again right around the 40-yard line. Noah Woodworth, the young freshman, will take it with time winding down. Drills it, and it goes out of play. And Holliston will get to kick it away. Foss knocks it upfield. Kimmich looking to walk in. Takes the shot and got way too much foot. The ball was bouncing. He get under the ball, kicked it high, wide, and way out of play. Closing in on going to a shootout as we're winding this second overtime down. Escobar trying to control it. Skip past Tabby. Kimmich kept it alive. Fondy kept it alive. Holliston knocks it deep. Lavasha comes way out of the net. and takes a little run at Montalto. And Lavasser will kick it away. Holliston gets ahead on it. Foss with it. Kimmich can't get by. Holliston knocked it out. Headed away by Cornelio. Marin to Kimmich. Can't be a lot of time left. They knock it very deep. Holliston will get there and keep it in. Trying to get around the Candy. Bodies go down. They're going to give Holliston a corner kick. They didn't call. Bodies went down. They didn't call anything. And now that's going to be the end of the second overtime. And we've knocked this down. We played 100 minutes. And we can't come up with a winner. And we're going to get to a shootout to try and figure out who's going to win this game and move on. Holliston just scored. It wasn't the end. It was timeout by Holliston. They took the corner kick, and Andrew Grandforce got a head on it and knocked it inside the near post, and Holliston is going to win it. I apologize for that. There was time winding down. We don't know how much time is left because the official keeps it. We thought they said, that's it, we're going to go to a shootout. We're getting ready for the shootout, and it was actually a timeout by Holliston. Cornelio took the corner kick, threw it across, out in front, and Andrew Grandforce got a head on it and knocked it inside the near post. And Holliston is going to upset St. Mary's, who is the higher seed, and they're going to win the game here at Manning Field, and they'll move on. They pick up their 11th win. They go to 11, 6, and 3. St. Mary's will finish at 13, 3, and 4. Their first loss in 14 games. They had a tremendous season under new coach Dan Garcia with a very young team, and this is going to hurt. The time winding down, not a lot of time left, just about ready to go to a shootout. Holliston called the timeout. We thought they were going to the shootout. And again, we can't tell how much time is left because the clock stops running and the official keeps the time down on the field. And now they come back, and we had to quickly go to the camera and get ready for a corner kick, not knowing that the game was still on. A perfect corner kick by Alejandro Cornelio, and Andrew Grandforce got a head on it and tipped it by Lavasser, who had a tremendous year in net for St. Mary's. 10 shutouts of their 13 wins and 2 ties. And a lot of young kids for St. Mary's, and this is going to hurt for a while. They're still down on the field trying to overcome this very difficult loss. And Holliston, it's going to be a very, very happy bus ride back to Holliston, as neither team generated a whole lot of offense. St. Mary's virtually had none. Anything that McHugh had to face was very easy. One difficult shot by Lavasser off a free kick by Cornelio, and one kick straight away from Daniel Burke very early on in the first half was all that Lavasser really had to face. Teams, it was just between the 10-yard lines. A couple of corner kicks didn't come close, but the last corner kick was the deadly weapon for Holliston as they got it right out in front. And Andrew Grandforce will celebrate this goal for a long time. He was able to get his head on it, knock it in. The two teams will congratulate each other over on the far side. And it's the number 10 seed Holliston defeating the number 7 rated team, St. Mary's, in a tough way for Dan Garcia and the Spartans to end a great season. And it was truly a great season for St. Mary's. But they lose it in double overtime, with time winding down in double overtime, looking for a shootout. Holliston gets the goal very late and wins it 1-0 over St. Mary's. They'll advance in Division 3. St. Mary's will be eliminated. So 1-0 Holliston over St. Mary's in double overtime. We hope you enjoyed it. I'm John Hoffman saying we'll see you next time.